I bought this car with the intention of finding out whether you can spend just £1,000 on the cheapest high-spec car you can find and live in it as if it was a brand new expensive high-spec car. Enjoy the benefits of air conditioning and heated seats, but for maybe 1 or 2 months worth of higher purchase fee. And what I've found is that to a certain extent, yes you can. This car is pushing 130,000 miles, but the engine starts first time every time. I've no doubts whatsoever about its reliability. I would say I would drive this car to the end of the earth. I have. The time I've had this car, I've driven from Kent to Southampton, to Essex, to Hertfordshire, to Birmingham, Stamford, Tamworth, Lincolnshire, going to Yorkshire tomorrow. I have no doubts about this car's reliability, and the economy is just out of this world. I mean, I'm getting close to 50 miles to the gallon every day of the week. So this car is costing buttons to run. So from that point of view, it is excellent. Now, negatives of running a £1,000 car every day of the week and putting high miles on it. Well, first of all,
the neighbours will think you've lost your job.
Not always everything works. The chilled seats are great. They're not as chilly as on a new, I don't know, Mercedes or Jaguar or something, which I have sat on and they've just made you numb in the bum. I discovered the other day that the rear wiper didn't work. I hadn't really noticed that. Maybe it had been, maybe just stopped. I don't know. It's probably nothing serious, but at the moment I've got no rear wiper. The suspension and bushes and things feel a little bit tired, but to be fair, that's no major issue because the kind of thing I would change on a car is going to be lowered suspension and, you know, re-bush it to make it just handle better anyway. I haven't got DAB. That's quite annoying. I've got used to DAB radio. Someone's nicked the sat-nav DVD, so although I've got sat-nav built into this car, I don't actually have working sat-nav. That's kind of frustrating as well. My main issue with this car is now, basically, it's just not as fast as I'd like it to be. And that's no fault of the cars, it's just the way it is. I fixed everything there is to fix, but it just doesn't have the performance I've kind of gotten used to. Honestly, the best thing about driving a £1,000 car is when you turn up places, people look at it and it looks pretty smart now. And they say, wow, how much was that? And I tell them, and the look on people's faces is incredible, because people are so conditioned now to spending a lot of money on a car and thinking that anything old is going to be decrepit. And you get this £1,000 car, and it's really not. It's actually really nice.
So, my time in the Mondeo has proved two things. First, you can buy a cheap car and use it like an expensive one and not have any problems. And secondly, I can't run a £1,000 car every day. The miles I do are just too high. The car can do it, but I can't. It's tiring on a long journey, so I want something a bit quicker that can cope with high-speed traffic a bit more easily. So I'm going to have to spend a bit of money on something a tiny bit newer, maybe a bit faster. I wonder what that will be next.